Shiloh.
Melanie. My name is Silky. Che. Sapphire.
I'm Katie Blood and I'm the head teacher at St Bartholomew's Primary School. I think what's been missing in this process as well is that the council or the local authority haven't directly spoken to the children. We've written some letters and the children have been taking part in the petition, but it would be really nice for the councillors and the local authority officers to actually hear the children's voices.
Hi, my name is Shiloh and I go to St Bartholomew's School. The things that I like, I've made a lot of friends in the past years and I don't want to lose them. What I really like about this school is that it's big and there's space to go and there's 2 playgrounds, so if you don't want to play on the bottom one you can go on the top. So it's like a second life to me.
We get electronics, we play on instruments and we have clubs run by every teacher. Actually, yeah, they're the best.
Really?
Even the headmistress, she's really lovely.
A lot of our children do well because it's a small school, and they do well because they get to know everybody really quickly. They get to know the staff really quickly, staff get to know them. So staff very quickly know how to approach all the different children in our school, particularly the ones with additional needs, and they understand those children, and those children therefore then feel safe. And there is lots of evidence to suggest that for some children with special needs, a small school and a small environment is really positive for them.
I feel sad because it's kind of for the infants, not for me really, because I'm in year 6, so if they close, the school has to keep open until summer because then I'll have to do an entire year of year 6 in a different school, which would be hard.
And that, you know, if our school closes, it really does interrupt the learning of lots of children. It really does have a negative effect on their lives. However brilliant our other local schools are, moving school, we know, has a negative effect on children's lives, particularly those that are more vulnerable.
Can you please not close the school? It's because what about all the kids' feelings, including my feelings?
We're a mainstream school at the moment with a lot of children that find things tricky, but actually that would be lovely to keep a mainstream element of our school, but with a bit of specialist support for SEN children, because actually that works brilliantly for everybody, and actually inclusivity works both ways, and the children that are mainstream actually learn a lot about making sure they include everybody, and the children who might have more special needs or might be more vulnerable, you know, are included and their self-esteem is raised, and you know, therefore they learn more, and suddenly you've got this beautiful thing of children from all sorts of backgrounds with all sorts of needs working together, and actually a brilliant recipe for future and for their lives.
Yeah, I have an idea. I thought that maybe if the school doesn't shut, I might bring like kids here maybe or something like that.
Well, I know the reasons they've given for this school, which is we've got a large deficit budget, which we have, and that we have got probably one of the lowest pupil rolls in the city, which we have. But from what I can see, there was no other reasons considered. And I know in lots of other schools, lots of other boroughs in London, they've been looking at kind of a matrix of lots of different things that you know your school might have or not have, from things important like, you know, how many BRM, black and racially minoritized children you've got, or to silly things like how old's your boiler. But you know, just looking at a whole range of things that might contribute to making a decision about which schools should shut or not. For example, we've got a huge amount of space here for an inner city school, and shutting us suggests that a lot of that space is then not going to be used for children, and that would be really sad. But once you meet our children and our families and see our community, you will know that our school is not the right school to do this to. Our children are not the right children to do this to, and I do ask that you stop this process and think again.